I'm hanging out in the studio today and I discovered a wash tub full of these. They're wee yogurt cups and they're food grade glass, heavy duty. So I thought, why don't we turn these into a whole bunch of holiday candles just by taking the labels off, throwing in a wick, and filling them up with some really nice smelling wax. If you want to hang out with me, I will show you how. I was kidding when I said I had a wash tub full of these wee yogurt cups. But as you can see, I have this, and I have at least this many more in my house. So let's get started taking the labels off of these. You're going to need just a few things. You're going to need some kind of X-Acto knife, some 91% isopropyl alcohol. I put mine in a spray bottle and it seems to work best. Just some plain old paper towels. And a Mr. Clean magic eraser. I cut mine in half because it's a lot easier to use. It's hand size when you cut it in half. And you're going to load it with alcohol and we'll get started. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Take one of these yogurt cups, and this is probably the hardest part of the whole thing, is getting this label to start peeling. They're tough, so you want to take them off in one piece if at all possible. There we go. We got most of it off in one piece. So now we're left over with the sticky residue. And that's what we want gone because that won't look nice on a candle. And if we want to put our own labels on it, we want that gone so it's not sticking out from around our labels. So, first off, take your isopropyl alcohol and spray it well. Give it just a second or two, and then take your magic eraser that you've pre-wet and start rubbing. You'll see that a lot of the sticky comes off, but there'll be some built up places that won't, like right here. I don't know if you can see that well. So I re-wet it, take my X-Acto knife and scrape it. There's a little bit of label residue there as well, so I just scrape that off. Take my Mr. Clean magic eraser and wipe it down real well. A little bit left there. And there we go, look at that. Nice and clean. And not a whole lot of scrubbing. I've tried a whole bunch of different things to try to take that off. I've used acetone. I have used lacquer thinner. I've used Goo Gone. I've used Goo Away. I've used a lot of those products that say they take adhesive off. I've sunk to peanut butter, oil. None of it worked as well as just plain old isopropyl alcohol. And I think the key is that it's 91% isopropyl alcohol. It's not the 70% stuff. So pay attention to the label when you look at it in the store. Make sure you're getting that high octane stuff. Okay, label number 2. This one seems to have a little bit more built up underneath. So we'll take this, start scraping. And with the isopropyl alcohol wetting it, it makes it come off relatively easily. Okay, I've got that. Let's spray it again and wipe with our magic eraser. Now what did that do? Take me a couple of minutes, and now I have a jar that I can throw in the dishwasher and sterilize, and it'll be ready for candles. If you find that you have any residue here from the label or from the lid when the yogurt was in it, you can take the isopropyl, spray it there, take your scraper, and just scrape, scrape, scrape. It's not rocket science. Or as my son would say, Mom, it's not rocket surgery. Take my paper towel, clean it up. There we go. Clean rim, clean sides, ready for the dishwasher to be sterilized, and then we'll be ready to put candles in. Well, that's it. 1 yogurt cup, cleaned up using all of our tools, and finally, ready for wax. Kind of cool, isn't it? Recycle, reuse. We do it when we can. Thanks for sticking with us. We really appreciate it. Hope to see you next time.